a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ lórí àwọn ọmọ tó ń dàgbà yìí ni o. A dẹ̀ máa jèrè wọn lórúkọ Jésù. Education is a paramount ethics that every one of us must have. I remember when I was growing up, I grew up in a house of learned people. My father was a lecturer. My mom was a principal. So when you want to talk, you have to sense what you are going to speak out of your mouth, or else slap will rain. My dad will say, "Okofẹ́ lọ dójú tì wá. Ṣé bá wa kàwé? Ìgbà táwa wà ní school. A máa ń pass ni. Mi mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n sọ fún yín nulẹ̀. Olódo ni ẹ́. When we were in school, we pass. But never lọ check the result wọ́n fail you. But it's to challenge us to be very assiduous with our work. Wàárò bí mi tí ò lè sòyìnbó, á ní òyìnbó burúkú ló sọ o. It's just to encourage us. Before we go, I want to read something out here. And I want you to listen very carefully. I said, education is the cornerstone of personal and societal development. I want to believe that when we came from our house, the SS3 student, me, and Oluwaseun told me something. Daddy, àlejò ní Ọ̀ṣun State kìíní o. Ẹ má jà kọ́ ọmọ yín lọ sí Federal. FIB is one of the best. Mo rẹ́rìí wí ní FIB. Federal làwọn mọ̀ dáadáa. But she was able to convince me to bring my child here. Do you know, I want to say, not because she's here or daddy is here or everybody is here, I can say 101% FIB is better than federal government secondary school. I have my assessment. I'm not praising your school because of what you are doing. I'm praising your school because of the output you are giving us. Rarely do you see schools that have a platform that give your children assessment per week of what your child is going to use. Ẹ wo ọmọ yín yẹn ó ti tẹ mo ní ọmọ yín yẹn ti tẹ̀lé màá lù bí ó dẹ̀ máa lù dáàdi abẹ́ta. How do we assess the development of our children when the school doesn't give you what your child is doing in the school? I barely have time to come to the school to see what Feromi is doing, but I can assess what Feromi is doing basically every week. I want to say thank you. And I want to say the wisdom of God you are using to train these kids will never go dim in Jesus' name. Back to our topic. This paper explores the transformative power of education, its impact on individual and society, and its significance in today's world. The general mentality we have because of what Nigeria is turning to now is that education is a scam. Let me tell you today, education is never a scam. I repeat, you are leaving secondary school. Some of you will go to NCE. Some of you will go to university. Some of you will go to polytechnic. Some of you will stand and handiwork. Let me tell you, this is the basis of who you will be in life. I remember when I finished secondary school, mi ò tètè wọ school. Most of you will experience that. But I want to give you this testimony of what really happened to me. Despite that I came from a learned house, mo ṣe ọdún mẹ́rin nílé kí n tó wọ school. And I was brilliant. I now saw my family and my friends. Ayé ìgbà yẹn mi mọ̀ bóyá ó yìí ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n wọ fúbù, tòkòtò tó máa ń bọ boot yẹn. Àṣé wọn tí wọ sí school, wọn tí lọ school. Our house is close to Futa University. Wọ́n wọ aṣọ nínú ilé, wọ́n á lọ sí Futa. Bébí bá ti ń kúrò nínú ilé, màmá rí wọn. Màmá máa kanra nínú ilé. Mommy, I must go to school. Àṣé wọn tẹ̀ tí ní result. Mo wá kanra nínú ilé, mo ń jà. Do you know the funniest thing? When I wanted to enter the university, I got 2 admissions. One at Akungba, one in Lautech. Mo wá wò pé mo fẹ́ jìnnà sílé, mo máa mú Lautech. Mo á mú Lautech. Do you know that when I was in final year, those people I saw that I was using to kanra nínú ilé, wọn ti wọ university, wọn ti wọ school. When I started work, one of them was just in 100 level. You are equal mates now. In the next few minutes, you will not be equal mates. That's the truth of life. Some of you will travel out. Some of you will start your handiwork. Some of you will proceed in education. And that is where it's coming back. That is, education will have an impact on our individual, your perspective to life, your perspective to things around you. That is what education is. And it's significant in society. Nígbà táwa ń dàgbà, wọ́n ní ọwọ́ kan ló máa ń bímọ. Ìgbà ọwọ́ ló ń ṣe kí ni? But ní ìsìn tí ìgbà ọwọ́ bá wò á di wàhálà o. And that is where we are losing the education we learn or learned from our parents. Education, the transformative journey. I would like to go to the dictionary meaning. What does education mean? Education. Kí ni education? Education, I would like to have my reference in the Britannica in dictionary. It defines as the transmission. For those people that are in the science class, you should understand what transmission is. If you study physics, you should understand what transmission is. Movement of light. Education is the movement of knowledge from an author down to the learner. That is what education is. Education doesn't precisely mean the 4 corner walls of the class. Nínú ilé, mọ́mí á ní ó yá, ṣé ń wo fọ abọ́ yẹn, ṣé ń wo gbá ilẹ̀ yẹn, ṣé ń wo gbá ilẹ̀ yẹn. That is education. You have passed from GSS 1, GSS 2, GSS 3. You have learned something from your teachers. You have learned something either from the internet or from your teachers or from your parents or from your brothers. Make use of it. He said, transmission of culture and knowledge from one generation to another through formal, please underline this, through formal or informal means. Through formal or informal means. The formal is what we are experiencing today. The informal is from our home. It's from our society. Today, I discovered that most of the things that happens now and the influences we have is from our society. Not from what we have learned. Not from what we are hearing from our society. The Cambridge Dictionary says, is the process of teaching or learning, especially in school or college, or the knowledge that you get from this or your own. Ẹ̀yin òbí, I want to talk to you concerning our education. The level of education in Nigeria is highly depreciated. Highly depreciated. We need to do our work as parents. Láti inú ilé, ẹ má ní owó là ń wá. A máa wá owó ṣùgbọ́n ṣá máa gain àwọn ọmọ yẹn. A lot of parents doesn't know what their child do or does in school. Monitor their work. Let us wake them up, encourage them. There are a lot of challenges outside. Education is not alone. But when we have our own combination with our parents, the education goes in. And I say, what is transformation? Is the power of education does not end with formal schooling. Instead, it ignites lifelong pursuit of learning as we recognize that knowledge is boundless and ever evolving. We embark on a journey of continuous work. My children, this is the first stage of your life. You are continuing. Now, most of you might have done JAM, most of you might have not. It's a continuation. Those things that have been impacted into you from your teachers, please kindly make use of it. What does that education does for us as students? Tí n bá ní ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé àpòbí wa jáde ní ìsìn pé kí wọ́n á máa sọ̀rọ̀ ń bì àárín obìnrin òbí mi ló lè wọlé lọ. Bí mi tí wọ́n bá ti gbá máìkì mú ọ̀rọ̀ sá lọ. Àádẹ́rìí àwọn ọmọ mi tó bá dé. That is the work of education. Education, one, boosts your confidence. It boosts your confidence. When you stand, you are able to face a lot of people. You are not mediocre with what you are saying. Wọ́n bèrè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní skul ẹ̀ sà kí n tẹ́ mọ ọmọ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà nísìnyí? Kásá ti jẹun, kátajà wa, ká dẹ̀ máa. Latest bill tá a pass ní house. Mọ́mí Joseph, kí ni latest bill tá a pass ní house? Mọ́mí Joseph, ẹ dá mi lóhùn, mò ń wò yín. Kí ni latest bill tá a pass ní house báyìí?
Mọ́mí Joseph, Mrs. Joseph, pẹ̀lú gèlè gold.
Kí ni latest bill tá a pass ní house? I want to make a test now. Gbogbo wa la máa ṣe o.
Ẹni tó bá gbà ni ó gba gift lọlé.
Kí ni latest bill tá a pass ní house? Ìyá aláwẹ̀.
Níbo?
Kí ni latest bill tá a pass ní house?
Nígbà tí ìṣèyẹ gàrí.
This is part of education. Let us know what is going on around us. Tinubu ò ṣe dáadáa. Ó kàn pass bíìlì tó ṣe wú. When you will not listen to news, you will not listen to what is going on. You won't be able to even, by me, sorry to divert a bit. I'm a trainer from the Institute of Nigeria Independent National Electoral Commission. Tá a bá lọ síta tán bá sọ pé ẹ̀yin INEC náà lè da Nàìjíríà rú, wọ́n máa rẹ́rìn-ín torí wípé kì í ṣe INEC ló lọ dìbò. INEC kan ló lọ pé ẹni tó fẹ́ contest. Tiwa ni ká ṣe kí ni? Ká observe what is really going on. Ẹ̀yin àtàwọn tó dìbò ló decide what is going on. So education makes us to have confidence in ourselves. Education also fosters autonomy. Now, my child, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Let your friends stand up too. The two of you stand up. Do you know each other before? Where did you know each other now? In the school. Please sit down. That is what education does for us. Ẹlòmíì ò ní mọ̀ pé ó ní owó rárá. Àjọyọ̀ máa fìdí gbòdì nínú class. Mo rántí àwọn wà final year. Boy kan ní kákọ̀ ọ̀pá certificate náà ni ká máa lọ. Mi ò need certificate. Ṣé mo gbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò yé mi? Níbi sáré degree kí n máa ní class pé bá tẹ̀ jáde pẹ̀lú 2-1. At least èyí á tètè ríṣẹ́. Ṣé bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ní kí lòun tiẹ̀ ń sọ gan? Ibi ilẹ̀ jọ́ mi need certificate. I didn't understand. Ìgbà táwa jáde, I now went to work in UPA ní Èkó. Mo wá ń wò lókè. Àti ìsáàbù gbà yẹn, I just went kò tí ì service dẹ́kí lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Mo ṣáà ní kí wọ́n ṣe yẹsà fún. Yẹsà fún. Yẹsà kẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi lè àwọn ilé ọgbẹ́jọ́ kò sí bí náà. Ẹni náà you cannot go near. Àjọ̀dọ̀ lọ sí school bá kọ ní. Ẹni yẹn sọ pé ẹni jọjọ lọ sí school ẹ̀ kì í ṣe the same. So children, learn this today. Ẹni jọjọ máa ṣeré now. In the next future, will you still be friends? Will this thing challenge you to soar high for higher height? Ẹlòmíì àti ní tèmi ká ti kàwé ni ìgbà tó bá kú kàtó àkókò mọ̀ nǹkan tá a máa ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, but another bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kọ́. Torí pé a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ skill acquisition. All is not about these books. All is about what can you offer to your society. wàá pẹ́ lómi ó kàwé ìgbà tó máa yá ánímọ́tò ló ń wà. What can you offer? Sit down together and think, what am I good at? Wàá rọ́mọ mi ó lè draw. He's a fine artist. Thank God for FIB. I learned that your jet club is inventing another thing. Please, let's go along with graphics designing. Let's go about with àwọn tó ń ṣe àdìrẹ́. Ìyá Joseph, a máa pè yín wọlé gèlè tẹ́ ń ṣe ẹ máa wá kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa. Please, a round of applause for that mommy.
Ìyá Joseph.
Yes, we will bring her in. We will teach her.
Ẹ bá fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́.
Mo rántí ọ̀rẹ́ mi ìgbà mo wà ní school. Ìyá dẹ́sà ni ọkùnrin ní. And that is what he used to save himself out of school. Àwọn obìnrin wá tẹ̀ tún láti máa lọ sí irun lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Yes, our parents might not be that rich, but they can have that power to invest in what some handiwork that can bring something to you. Thirdly, it encourages critical thinking. You can sit down and think, what can I do for myself? Not what others will do for. America will tell you. He said, what can I do for my country? But Nigeria, Latin Nigeria ṣe fún mi tán. America will never think about that. That is why when they finish all their talk, they will say, God bless America. Why? Because what can I do for my country? It goes beyond coming to school alone, listening to teachers, but a critical thinking. Fourthly, develops problem-solving skills. Bàmí mo rántí ìgbà kan tó fún wa ní algebra. I don't know, maybe àwọn ọmọ yìí ti wá da algebra ní ìsìn. Tó bá ti fún wa algebra mi kì í pass. Àkọ́ mi ní pass. Mi tẹ̀ ní attempt rárá. A sọ pé ìwo ni ká kọ̀ máa kọ ilé tí ò yí ìdìjọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ gbélé. Mo máa ń jẹ gbáwà wọn sùn. Torí kéèyàn ní sọ algebra. But it requires you to have a deep thinking of what my life will be. Another one, it enhances resilience. Wàá rọ́mọ mi kò dáa ní maths, kò dáa ní physics, but tó bá dé chemistry, ẹ lè bá fi gbàgbà parí. Wàá rẹ́ lómi ó dáa ní English, ní pé maths, á ní sàrè má gbé maths wá o, ẹ jẹ́ àjẹ́ kí maths jókòó tiẹ̀. Resilience at work. And it goes beyond studies, even in the businesses we do. Wàá rẹ́ lómi tó bá ti ṣe business eléyìí. Resilience in what you do. It supports personal growth. Education fosters a growth mindset, enabling individuals to continuously learn and improve. Let me tell you something, children. The day you stop learning is the day you die. Ọjọ́ tó o bá ti dákẹ́ láti máa kọ́, ìjọ náà ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í kú. Now I'm still going to school. Not because of the paper, but what is happening around you. As a science student, there are a lot you need to learn. If you go to Google, there are a lot you can learn as science student. It breaks stereotypes, education challenge limiting beliefs and biases, promoting inclusivity and diversity. I believe nínú àwọn culture kan believe pé ọmọ obìnrin ò kì í kàwé. Àbí ẹjọ́ ṣé mo parọ́ ni? Wọ́n believe pé they are meant for the kitchen. But thank God, I think àwọn obìnrin gan ló fẹ́ pọ̀ jù náà àwọn ọmọ tó ń graduate lẹ́nu. Ẹ̀yin òbí ẹ ṣeun tẹ́ rán wa lọ school o. The Lord bless you in Jesus' name. Don't have a mindset that the only thing you are good at is kitchen. There are a lot of icons that are pulling ground outside. Okonjo Iweala is one of them. And it's pulling ground. Even he's not operating in Nigeria. He's operating in the world. And he's a Nigerian. And she's a woman. So please, don't ever limit yourself to what you can achieve in life. I cannot go through all this, but I have a simple advice for you. I'm rounding up. And I want you to listen very carefully. Attentive. If you want to write, you can write. As you close this chapter and embark on a new journey, Remember this: when your dreams are within reach, keep chasing them. Don't say mo ti jáde tán, I am okay. No, don't be satisfied with that state you are. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step closer to success. Every step you take is a affirmative steps to success. Believe in yourself, your abilities, and your potentials. Mo ní àwọn kan irú ọmọ mi báyìí nísìn, ó ń gbá kinní kan bọ́ọ̀lù náà ń pè é. Èmi bàbá ẹ̀ gan mo gbá kinní kan bọ́ọ̀lù ni. I represented Nigeria, I went to Ghana, I went outside. But kakita wọ̀ yìí ò jẹ́ ká lè máa gbá bọ́ọ̀lù mọ́. Wọ́n ní ká lọ máa jókòó sọ́fíìsì. But one thing I want to tell you is this: parents, I'm charging you here. Bọ́mọ yín bá ní talent, channel it towards education. Torí pé that sporting time is limited. Wàrẹ́ lomi wọn ló retire 31 or 35. Kí ló kù? Kò sí mọ́. You cannot fall back on anything he has or she has. So please help them channel it towards education so that we in Nigeria will be able to develop. I remember that in the Super Eagle, only 2 of them or 3 of them are graduates. The rest, they are not graduates. And that doesn't stop them from attaining limit. Number 4, the world needs your unique talent and perspective. Don't say at one secondary school, nǹkan kan mọ́, ẹ wò ó, ẹ ká máa ṣeré wa lọ. No, you have something you can offer to the nation. Presently, in Osun State, I am the Chief Security Officer for INEC, Osun State. There is nothing you want to do in the state presently that will not go through me. Mo lè kéré bí ọmọdé, but I have something to offer. Let me tell you something. When your time comes, you will be located. That's the real truth of life. When your time comes, when they will locate you because you have something to offer. Education goes beyond class, carry our sorrow. But you must have this thing we call IQ. Have something to offer to your community and celebrate your achievement. Ẹ̀yin òbí tọmọ wa bá ṣe tọ́ọ̀dù ẹ má lùgì mọ́ nígbà táwa dàgbà tó bá ṣe tọ́ọ̀dù lé wa ẹ bá ní. A máa gbọ́ pàtàwà wà ní school àmọ̀wé dáadáa. You didn't do well. Lẹ́sà ìpẹ́ mo ṣe tọ́ọ̀dù wọ́n tún lù mí. Encourage your children. No matter what the state they are, encourage them with good words. Ẹ má sọ pé olódo ní upon 20. Encourage them to do well. And lastly, your future is bright and the possibilities are endless. Lastly, remember what I told you. Your future is bright and the possibilities are endless. Go forth and make your mark on the world. God have your back. Thank you.
Lord Daddy, mi ò regret pé ẹ̀yin ni ẹ jẹ́ guest speaker wa ti òní. Lord will continue to empower you, sir. God bless you. God bless your family, sir. Thank you, sir. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, sir. Ní orúkọ gbogbo staff àti board of governors àti dádì wa engineer Ajayi Ọlábádérìnwá, a kí yín pé ẹ ṣé ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, ẹ kú ohùn látàárọ̀ o. The grace of God will continue to be upon you, sir, and that of your family, sir. God bless you, sir. Ẹ̀yin òbí ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Wọ́n ti ní ẹ má nà wọ́n lé o. Wọ́n ní ẹ má nà wọ́n tí kò bá tó bá ṣe tọ́jú o. Ẹ má nà wọ́n o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, sir.